Hi, Harry Pokrandt from Hive Blockchain. We've started trading back in September. We've had our reception in the market has been outstanding, and it's really allowed us to accelerate our business plan. So, first of all, we've got a very deep pipeline of growth projects, very accretive transactions. We have a strong partnership with Genesis Mining. They're the largest crypto miners globally. They are a shareholder of Hive as well. They own a 30%, they have a 26% interest right now. They've got a right to maintain a 30% interest over time. And we are currently hoarding coins. They are, as any miner, they are AML compliant virgin coins. Here I am mining at home. I can only seem to get 7 out of 13 GPUs up and running, so that's a testament to having a strong partner who can do this for you. Genesis, our partners have been around since 2013. There's 3 partners, private company. They've never taken any outside money. Nobody lends to the space. So they've truly been grew from nothing to being the largest crypto miners globally in a very short period of time by turning over cash flow, and certainly they've enjoyed the rise of cryptocurrency prices as well. They built out one of the largest Bitcoin mining facilities in Iceland years ago, and in the beginning of 2016, when Ethereum mining started trading, they were by far the largest miners in mining Ethereum. So they've done quite well with certainly their positions on Ethereum as well. Last year, we went to them and pitched them the idea of creating a public company, which we could raise money at. We can raise money at a multiple of cash flow, and chunky money that can help them expand. So we are really the capital market strategy for Genesis. Genesis does a number of things for them. We purchased 2 facilities in Iceland from them, so they built them and they maintain them for us as well. So so they first of all deploy the equipment, they monitor it for us and provide the management behind the facilities themselves. I'm going to skip through some of this. I think a lot of people have gone through the blockchain process and the mining process as well. There are other miners who've gone through this. Sorry, I'm just going to flip through a bunch here. Okay, essentially mining has gone from home mining, basement mining to industrial scale, big infrastructure type of facilities. This is where we're at the moment. The daily mining revenues have increased dramatically, and that's why all the interest in it now. Roughly 30 million of daily revenues for Bitcoin and 20 to 25 million for Ethereum. Our timeline, because the reception we've gotten in the market has been exceptional, it's allowed us to really accelerate our business plan. So we've raised since September, over 200 million. We've also done 5 acquisitions, so it's been quite a pace. We intend to keep that pace up moving forward. This is, January 2018, this is where we are at the moment. So we've got 10.6 megawatts up and running now. Our Swedish facility started running 2 weeks ago. So at the moment, and this is using the assumptions at the bottom of the page. So at today's run rate, our mining margins would be 51 million US. If September, we're building out the rest of Sweden, so we have two more phases of Sweden yet to be completed. So once Sweden the GPU farm in Sweden is completed, we'll have 20 megawatts in Sweden devoted for GPU mining. We've also committed to an ASIC farm in Sweden as well, which is an additional 20 megawatts. So corporately, we'll have a total of 44 megawatts in September. If September were today, our run rate mining margin would be over 200 million US. So that's how quickly we can deploy money. We raised the money. We closed the $100 million transaction on December 29th. Made these commitments. We can deploy that cash and have it up and running by September of this year. So in 9 months, we can put those facilities in place. And this is an interesting part of the story. In my career, I don't know of any other industry where you can deploy that amount of capital that efficiently. And I think this is a really interesting business. It's something where I don't see how I can deploy money in other businesses without being as efficient. So we do not, I want to differentiate ourselves somewhat. We do not co-host. We do not co-locate. We do not do cloud mining. We do not do mining as a service. So we mine for our own benefit, for our shareholder benefit. Currently, we are hoarding coins. We haven't sold any of our production at this point in time. And likely that'll change once our operating costs will increase dramatically as these other facilities come online. So we'll likely end up selling enough coins to cover operating costs, but certainly we will continue to hoard those coins. The transaction that we did on December 31st, we raised $115 million. This diluted existing shareholders by 12%, but you can see what it did to our mining margins. So we went from 84 million to over 200 million, so over doubled our mining margins by only issuing 12% of our shares outstanding. So you can see how accretive these transactions are. We still have, after all the committed capital, after we finish building out what we've committed to at this point, we still have about 50 million on our balance sheet, so we still have a lot of dry powder to look at other transactions as well. This is a picture of our Swedish operation. This was a couple weeks ago. We also had PwC go in and audit the facility as well to make sure that it is exactly what we say it is and that all those miners are mining for our benefit as well. Anyways, our shares outstanding, Genesis owns 26 million shares. Fidelity participated on every one of our public financings. US Global, who is, of course, the fund that our chairman Frank Holmes runs, is 6% of the company. There is approximately 300 million shares outstanding, 49 million warrants outstanding. Profitability in this sector is a function of a number of things. Your facility hash rate and power consumption. What you're not in control of is of course coin prices and network hash rate. So it's very important to always have the most efficient equipment that you can. So state-of-the-art equipment, also having a critical size so you can negotiate cheap power rates, and also being in a good jurisdiction is also important as well. And that's why we're both in Iceland and in Sweden. We have cold temperatures, which saves on your cooling costs, and of course the power costs are fairly low. We have moved very fast in our acquisitions over time. We expect to continue this pace. We're looking at other Nordic countries as well for other locations where there's cheap power as well. Canada, I think it's a very big opportunity as well. You see Quebec Hydro made recently an announcement they've got 5 gigawatts and invited miners into the sector as well. I do also believe that a bigger theme that going forward with the miners is going to be green power. We've seen that China is kicking out a number of miners. I think one of the main reasons is because the power that's generated for those guys is a lot of that is thermal coal. So I think that hydro and it's a big opportunity for hydro, and particularly from Canada, because any excess power for hydro is actually water being spilt. So it's not like that power is being diverted from any other source. Anyways, I do think that's a big opportunity for both Quebec and BC as well. Anyways, that is the end of my presentation. If there's any questions.